I'm so tired. I'm just coming back from the mall, and you know how stressful it is. Like when I go to the mall, I always come back late. Right now the time is past 6, and I left for the mall around past 3. It's number one, it's far from where I stay. Not so far, but very far, like maybe 30 minutes walk or 35 minutes walk. And then when I'm coming back, you know, I have to carry stuff, so I'm always very tired and very weighed down. And when I get here again, I have to climb series of stairs before I can get to my room, my house. But all that aside, today is legit one of my happiest days here. Like I'm just so happy, like aside the stress and everything. And you know why soon. Keep watching. So on today's menu, I'm making akara. Akara is called beans cake in Nigeria. So making fluffy akara with my beans. So today I left, like normally I left my house. I bought a cord like this type of cord for my phone, like I think about 2 weeks ago, thereabouts, or yeah, 2 weeks ago, or 2.5, no, 2 weeks ago. I bought it 2 weeks ago, and the cord stopped working yesterday, and it was really frustrating because I took the cord and my receipt, because normally there's a 2 years guarantee on the cord. So it was one of my teachers that told me that, because I told her on phone. She was not like, sorry about that, that I should go back to the place with my receipt, that there's supposed to be guarantee on it. So when I got there and I explained, this one is way more expensive, like ×3 of the amount I bought that one. It was cheap actually, but this one was way more expensive. So when I explained, they just deducted the money for that one from this, and they took that one. I was so surprised that wow, so it's possible, and I just suffered myself. Like I have this other cord that I bought when I got here. This was the first cord I bought, because the cord I was using from Nigeria also spoiled, and this cord was terribly expensive, 19 euros. Like that day I wanted to cry when I left and I saw that okay, this was 19 euro, and the cord that spoiled, this type that spoiled, was like 3 euros. So I was like, I just wasted, and this one stops working in the next, I think 3 weeks too, and I just kept it at home. So when I was not telling that my teacher about it, that's why I bought one cord, that one too is not working anymore, that I bought in 19 euros, she was like, what? That I should take it back there. Me, I was not explaining to her that they won't change it now, that it's not their fault, that can you see the neck? Like you can see how it looks. You know, when this thing happens to your cord in Nigeria, just throw it away and go and use your money to buy another one. There's no guarantee anywhere, except I don't know that I've never, if it's like big stuff like phones, like gadgets, like you can go and change it. But to buy cord, basically we have some people we call aboki in Nigeria. They're abokis. Like abokis are all these like local vendors that just sell stuff like this. So basically they just sell the fake products basically, but it's cheap, so we prefer buying it. So we could buy a cord like 3 times in 2 months. Once it spoils, once it's not charging your phone again, just discard it and go and buy. So I just felt that was the same. So she was telling me that I should make sure I look for my receipt and go and look for it. I was still convincing her that no, that I can't do it, that how would they even look at me, that they are going to feel like as if maybe I'm too petty. She was like, if I don't want to go there, I should drop it in a pigeonhole with my receipt, that she would go and change it for me. I was like, so when I did this one today and they changed it, I was so happy. I've been talking too much. That's not actually the gist. I sure bought this cord and I left. That was the only thing I planned to buy. But I saw some other things that wish I actually bought this blender, a small blender. Though they are telling me that I can only use it to, they didn't say only, they just said that for milkshakes, sauce, soup, baby food. What am I using those things? I want to use blend beans and make beans cake, because I've actually missed beans cake. So someone was eating beans cake today and I was just so emotional. I was like, I want to eat beans cake, like I've been missing so many things. So I was thinking that it's rare to find beans. I only find beans in one particular mall, and that's the only mall that they sell exotic stuff. So I was like, maybe when I get beans, I'll soak it overnight. And I don't have a blender normally, so I only have like a hand blender, but you can only use it to crush tomatoes, onions. That's what I use it to crush: tomatoes, onions, maybe fruits and stuff. You cannot crush beans. Even though I left the beans overnight, I tried, it didn't work. I ended up cooking the beans. So I was not thinking that, okay, so maybe I'll just go and meet I'll tell one of my teachers that, can I blend these beans? So I just thought of it that if I get a cheap blender, why don't I just buy it for myself? I'm getting scared right now. I don't know if it's actually going to work, but well, I would always try. But I just like the fact that it's portable and it's actually affordable. So I bought that one to them. So I just said, let me check another store to buy stuff, like, and I bought meat. Meat is actually very expensive. If you find meat, it's always very expensive. So this one was actually not expensive. So I decided to buy it. Chicken is actually the cheapest here in Europe generally. I think chicken is like the cheapest. You would find chicken. Fish is the most expensive. Like, it's just so annoying that fish that I used to kick and do anyhow, that's now what is expensive. That's not even the main gist. So next thing I just found plantain. Like dodo, you call it dodo in Nigeria. Okay, the last time I saw plantain was when I went to Paris. That was 2 months ago. That was when I found plantain and I was overjoyed. It was even in my video. If you've not watched the video, go back and watch it. It was one of my Paris videos that I found plantain. I was so happy. It was remaining 5, like on the rack where they put food. I just quickly took 4 out of it, and it was not cheap. It's actually expensive. I didn't even know it was this expensive. I just bought it. It's basically like the same price with the meat, which does not make any sense. I bought it because I was just happy that at least I have something that actually looks like home. Then again, and I found sweet potato. Though their own sweet potato is not actually like the one I'm used to, the one I'm seeing in Nigeria. This one is actually red, like, I don't know if you can see it, but either way, it's sweet potato. And it was expensive too, but not as expensive as the meat and the plantain, but I just bought 3. So that's why I left that place. So thinking that, okay, I'm done with my shopping, let me now go and buy beans, because where I'm going to buy beans, this is the beans I buy. This is the highest, like, this is how I find it, and it's cheap. And it's this white beans. These white beans are in Nigeria, I can't even think of eating it because there are so many other options. And the white beans is basically always plain. Now this is the real gist. I just found more plantain, more potato. It was like much and cheaper. I wanted to cry. I was like, what? Like, they even separated the plantain. The plantain, they had these ripe ones, like very soft. They had the green ones that were not so. I was just like, God. Anyways, it just happened, and so I just decided to buy more. I bought the green one actually so that it can last longer. Like, I can keep it at home. I can keep it like just in a cool place so that it doesn't get ripe, at least for the next 2 months, hopefully. Now my plantains are 8. So maybe 8 plantains should be able to help me for like 2 months or something. Then I bought more potatoes. These ones were small. No, they were big ones, but I decided to buy the small ones. I saw yam. That's another thing. Do you know the people in this my city, they've never heard yam before? neither have they seen yam before. I asked some of my teachers, like, okay, yam. They're like, yam? I mentioned the French name. They're like, no, they've never heard it before. I showed them picture. Like, I was surprised. I was like, you should have seen it before. They eat Irish potato a lot. They don't eat sweet potato. That's why I'm so happy that I found sweet potato. They eat Irish potato. That's their food. One of my teachers even said someone gave them one time, like as a gift, that when they left, they threw it away because they were scared that how will we cook it. I was like, it's basically, you can use it to also form chips. You can also do it the same way. Everything you do to normal Irish potato, it's just a tuber too. So she was not telling me that when it's Christmas time, Christmas New Year time, that I should go to the malls I went to today, that I might find some things for my country, like exotic stuff. It did not stop there. I found kola nuts, though I don't know what I want to use kola nuts for. I didn't buy it. I found kola nuts. I saw atieke. I don't know if that's the pronunciation, but I call it atieke, but some people call it acheke. That's an Ivorian kind of, that's the typical Ivorian food. I traveled to Cote d'Ivoire before, and that was basically what I loved. Like, that was basically the only food that I could eat in Ivory Coast. Other food, I was just enduring them, like I was just managing. But atieke was, I really loved it. When I was going back to my house, like after my stay in Cote d'Ivoire, I took some I cooked it for my parents. It was so hilarious. I can still remember the expression on my daddy's face. Ivorians call plantain, this plantain that I bought, dodo, they call it aloko. So I was like, I want to cook it for you with aloko and fish, and they're just like, eventually they loved it. My sister loved it, my dad, he ate it, my mom endured it. So I saw that too. What else? I saw so many things though. I saw alligator pepper, but I didn't buy it since I have dried pepper from Nigeria. So that was basically what made my day interesting. Like, I was just so happy. Like, I was tired, but in my mind I was just thanking God that, okay, thank God I was not too lazy to go out, because I was very tired. I've not even bathed today, but I brushed my teeth, don't worry. And I had not eaten. I only took cornflakes. But then the other things I bought, it's not like it's special. Lemon, pineapple. I just brought it since I have a blender. I want to make fruit juice, just blend. So basically, those were things that just made my day like interesting. I was able to change my cord, and now I know that I'm going to go and change this other one and either get my money back, 19 euros, or they give me another cord, and I keep that as a spare at home. I was able to also solve the issue of making beans cake. I got a blender at a very cheap rate, and I got beans, and I was able to find some exotic food stuff that I just showed you guys. So please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel for more gists. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.